सिख धर्म की हर गतिविधि ਅਤੇ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਕਰੋ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਅਖੰਡ ਬਾਣੀ ਅਤੇ ਨੋਟੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬੈਲ ਨੂੰ ਰਿੰਗ ਕਰੋ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਗੁਰ ਪਿਆਰੇ, ਕੁਝ ਸਮਾਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਜਸਟਿਨ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਭਾਰਤ ਫੇਰੀ ਤੇ ਸਨ, ਉਦੋਂ ਜਸਪਾਲ ਅਟਵਾਲ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਸੁਰਖੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੇ ਜਸਟਿਨ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਦੇ ਡਿਨਰ ਦੇ ਸੱਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਏ ਬਵਾਲ ਤੇ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਵਾਰ ਜਸਪਾਲ ਅਟਵਾਲ ਵੈਨਕੂਵਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆਏ ਅਤੇ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਹਾਲੇ ਦਿਲ ਬਿਆਨ ਕੀਤਾ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੰਨਿਆ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਖਾਲਿਸਤਾਨੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਸੀ, ਪਰ ਹੁਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ, ਹੁਣ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਜਿਉਣ ਦਿਓ। ਮੈਂ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦਾ ਵਸਨੀਕ ਹਾਂ, ਪਰ ਭਾਰਤ ਮੇਰੀ ਮਾਤਰ ਭੂਮੀ ਹੈ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾਣ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਪੂਰਾ ਹੱਕ ਹੈ। ਹੋਰ ਕੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਆਓ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ।
Since my attendance to reception for the Prime Minister in India, I have been completely overwhelmed by the coverage that has occurred in the press. I don't fault the press for the reporting, but I do want everyone to appreciate how difficult it is for the person who becomes center for the international media attention. As my lawyer mentioned, I will now provide my statement for the record. My counsel will be answering any question on my behalf. If there are any questions he is not able to answer, I will make my best effort to provide a clear response very shortly. Almost 40 years ago, I, like many other Sikhs, became caught up a movement supporting the independent Sikh nation. Well, nothing can excuse my conduct. I can only say that during that time, in the early 1980s, I reacted to the Indian Army storming the Golden Temple in Amritsar in a way that has caused much pain to many individuals. 32 years ago, in 1986, I committed great offense to my minister state from India who was making a personal visit to British Columbia. I was convicted of attempted murder in 1987. I have nothing but regret and remorse for my action and the suffering I caused to the victim. What I did was described as an act of terror by the judge who dealt with this matter. I expect full responsibility. I do not disagree with the court's conclusion. In 1987, I was sentenced for the 20-year imprisonment. After serving approximately 5 years of my sentence, I was granted death row. I deserved the punishment I received, and I have done my best to redeem myself and to become someone who contributes to Canada and the Indian community. I am now almost 63 years old. I'm a husband, father, and grandfather. I again denounce any form of terrorism. I do not advocate in any sense for an independent Sikh nation. I, like the vast majority of Sikhs who once advocated for the cause, have reconciled with the nation of India. India has been reconciling with these same Sikhs who once sought independence. Canada is my home. India is my homeland. I am very proud of Canadian and Indian heritage. I have been very active in the community in Canada. I have done my best to give back and take on a leadership role when necessary, and to help where I'm needed. I have engaged with my political process and have tried to make sure the needs of my community were addressed. I have met politicians who have wanted to reach out the Indian community. I have had assist with making sure the Indian community was able to communicate with politicians. I have acted this way whether the politicians were from the NDP liberal or conservative. I have been photographed with many politicians from all parties. I have visited in India numerous times since my release from custody, most recently in 2017 and 2018. I visited India 2 times in 2017 and once so far 2018. Each time I visited in India, I was given visa by the Indian government. At all time I visited India lawfully and with the full permission of the Indian government. There were no restrictions placed on me by Canada so that I could not travel. In late December and early January of this year, I made plan to once again travel to India. Before leaving Vancouver, I'll reach out Mr. Sarai to see whether there was any possibility of attending the reception for the Prime Minister during the government to India. I was eventually provided invitation by the Canadian ambassador and attended a reception. When my attendance became the news story that brings us here today, I was completely shocked and devastated. When I asked to consider attending the reception, I had assumed there would be no problem. No one had at any point indicate there would be any issue. On this previous occasion in 2013 and 2014, I had visited to the House of Commons in Ottawa and will be provided with clear visitor pass. In the end, I'm sorry for the embarrassment this matter has caused to Canada, India, my community and family and friends. However, I want to again stress this terrible event that happened in the past are something I live with every day and they take complete responsibility for. I just like the Sikh community and Indian generally have moved on from the issue that divided us almost 40 years ago. I hope we can all have the opportunity to see our fault and take responsibility for our action that cause harm. I hope we can all do our best to correct the behavior and become contributing member of society.
People have to move past things, and if you talk to any respectable member of the Punjabi community, of the South Asian community, anybody except the same usual suspects that a lot of reporters will go to, and quite frankly, generally not South Asian members, but the South Asians will tell you it's not anywhere near a concern that it was almost 4 decades ago, okay? And what this I want to call it fear-mongering, but this type of hysteria, when they call Mr. Attwal a terrorist even today, you can say he committed an act of terror, he admits that. To say now, as a reporter said a few weeks ago, I think in a very well-known reporter, that he should somehow be on the no-fly list for an event that occurred that was horrible, again, almost 4 decades ago, that's outrageous. That's outrageous type of commentary. And the South Asian community is, I say, recognizes the problems from the past in this issue, and I'm sure anybody that was around during that time in the 80s and saw what was going on in the temples, and obviously Air India and a lot of other things, I think they would be quite cognizant of that fact. To say today, in entering the 3rd decade of the 21st century, that we are at the level we are at because of this incident on that specific issue is interesting. I'll leave it at that. And that's another theme that needs to be put forward. And you can do with it what you will, but I think that if you approach a lot of respectable members of the South Asian community who are professionals, who are involved in politics, you can't speak to the judiciary, but there's people in the judiciary who have parents that had backgrounds in the World Sikh Organization. If you speak to those people, they'll probably give you a slightly different take on everything. But we appreciate it's always going to be out there. But to say that it is at the extent that it's at now is just not on.
ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਅਕਸਰ ਕਿਹਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਨੋਹਾਂ ਨਾਲੋਂ ਮਾਸ ਕਦੇ ਅਲੱਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ। ਅਗਰ ਸਵੇਰ ਦਾ ਭੁੱਲਿਆ ਸ਼ਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਘਰ ਆ ਜਾਵੇ ਤਾਂ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਭੁੱਲਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ। ਪਰ ਹਾਂ, ਸਮੇਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਸਰਕਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਸੋਚਣੀ ਬਣਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਗਰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਜ਼ਿਹਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਖਾਲਿਸਤਾਨ ਦੀ ਮੰਗ ਉੱਠਦੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਕਿਉਂ ਉੱਠਦੀ ਹੈ। ਅਗਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਆਪਣਾ ਇੱਕ ਅਲੱਗ ਰਾਜ ਅੱਜ ਮੰਗ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਮੰਗਣ ਦਾ ਕਾਰਨ ਕੀ ਹੈ। ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਅਜਿਹਾ ਰਾਹ ਕੱਢਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਿ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਮੰਗਾਂ ਵੀ ਪੂਰੀਆਂ ਹੋਣ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਦੂਜੇ ਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੀ ਨਾ ਕਰਨ। ਇਫ ਯੂ ਲਾਈਕ ਦ ਨਿਊਜ਼, ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਲਾਈਕ ਐਂਡ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਦ ਨਿਊਜ਼, ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਦ ਚੈਨਲ। ਸਿੱਖ ਧਰਮ ਦੀ ਹਰ ਗਤੀਵਿਧੀ ਅਤੇ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਕਰੋ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਅਖੰਡ ਬਾਣੀ ਅਤੇ ਨੋਟੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬੈਲ ਨੂੰ ਰਿੰਗ ਕਰੋ।